Prince Joaquin and the Two Scary Goblins. Once upon a time, there was a friendly boy called Prince Joaquin. He was on the way to see his mother Elena Taylor when he decided to take a shortcut through Enchanted Forest. It wasn't long before Prince got lost. He looked around, but all the could see were trees. Nervously, he felt into his bag for his favorite toy, Pinocchio, but was nowhere to be found. Prince began to panic. He felt sure he had picked Pinocchio. To make matters worse, he was starting to feel hungry. Unexpectedly, he saw a scary goblin dressed in a blue pants disappearing into the trees. Who would? Thought Prince. For the want of anything better to do, he decided to follow in the peculiar direction Goblin. Perhaps it could turn him the way out of the forest. Eventually, Prince reached a clearing. In the clearing were three houses, one made from carrots, one made from cookies, and one made from French fries. French fries. Prince could feel his tummy rumbling. Looking at the houses did nothing to ease his hunger. Hello, he called. Is anybody here? Nobody replied. Prince looked at the roof of the closet's house and wondered if it would be rude to eat somebody else's chimney. Obviously, it would be impolite to eat a whole house, but perhaps it would be considered acceptable to nibble the odd fixture or lick the odd victim in a time if need. A caker broker a caker broke through the air, giving Prince a fright. A witch jumped into the space in front of the houses. She was carrying a cage. In that cage was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, shouted Prince. He turned to the witch. That's me toy. The witch just shrugged. Give me Pinocchio back, cried Prince. Not only your Nelly, sighed the witch. At least let Pinocchio out of the cage. Before she could reply, two scary goblin rushes in front a frog pack of the other side of the clearing. Prince recognized the one in the blue pants that he'd seen earlier. The witch seeming to recognize him too. Hello, big glowing, sighed the witch. Good morning, the boy noticed Pinocchio. Who is this? That's Pinocchio, explained the witch. Oh, Pinocchio will look lovely in my house. Give it to me, demanded the glowing. The witch nodded her head. Pinocchio is staying with me. Excuse me, Prince interrupted. Pinocchio lives with me and not in a cage. Big Goblin ignored him. Is there nothing we'll trade? He asked the witch. The witch thought for a moment, then said, I do like to be entertained. I release him to another body who can eat a whole front door. Big Goblin looked at the house made from French fries and said, No problem. I could eat an entire house made from French fries if I want to. That's nothing, sighed the next goblin. I collect two houses. There's no need to show off, sighed the witch. Use it one front door and I'll let you have Pinocchio. Prince watched, feeling very worried. He didn't want the witch to give Pinocchio to Big Goblin. He didn't think Pinocchio would like living with a scary goblin away from his house and all his other toys. The other one's goblin watches while Big Goblin put on his beak and withdrew a knife and fork from his pocket. I wrecked this whole house, sighed Big Goblin. Use your watch. Big Goblin pulled off a corner of the front door of the house made from cookies. He gulped it down smiling and went back for more and more and more. Eventually Big Goblin started to get bigger, just a little bit bigger at first, but after a few more forkfuls of cookies, he grew to the size of a large snowball, and he was every bit as around. Suddenly, here, I don't feel too good, sighed Big Goblin. Suddenly he started to roll. He'd grown so round that the could no longer balance. Help! He cried, as he rolled off down a slope into the forest. Big Glover never finished eating the front door made from cookies and Pinocchio remained trapped in the witch's cage. Average Globin stepped up and approached the house made from French fries. I'll, I'll eat this whole house, sighed Average Globin. Use wash, use you wash. Average Globin poured off the corner of the front door of the house made from French fries. She gulped it down, smiling, and went back for more. After a while, the village Globin started to look a little queasy. She grew grainer and grainer. A woodcutter walked into the clearing. What this bush doing here? He asked. I'm not a bush, I am growing, sighed a village Globin. It talks, exclaimed the woodcutter. Those talking bushes are the worst kind. I'd better take it away before somebody gets hurt. No, wait, cried a village goblin. Woodcutter picked her up, but the woodcutter ignored her cries and carried the goblin away under his arm. Average Globin never finished eating the front door made from French fries, and Pinocchio remained trapped in the witch's cage. That's it, said the witch. I win. I get to keep Pinocchio. Not so fast, sighed Prince. There is still our front door to go. The front door of the house made from carrots, and I haven't had a turn yet. I don't have to give you a turn, laughed the witch. My game, my rules. The whole chorus. The woodcutter's voice carried through the forest. I think you should give him a chance. It's only fair. Fine, sighed the witch. But you saw what happened to the goblins. He won't last long. I'll be right back, sighed Prince. What? Sighed the witch. Where's your sense of impatience? I thought you want Pinocchio back. Prince ignored the witch and gathered at her a hefty pile of ethics. He came back to the clearing and started a small campfire. Carefully he broke off a piece of the door of the house made from carrots and tossed it over the fire. Once it had cooked and cooled just a little, he took a bite. He quickly devoured the whole piece. Prince sat down and nearly long. You failed, clucked the witch. You were supposed to eat the word door. I haven't finished, explained Prince. I just waiting for my food to go down. When Prince's food had digested, he broke off another piece of the door made from carrots. Once more, he tossed his food over the fire and waited for it to cool just a little. He ate it at a leisurely pace, then waited for it to digest. Eventually, after several sittings, Prince was down to the final piece of the door made from carrots. Carefully he tossed it and allowed it to cool just a little. He finished his final course. Prince had eaten the entire front doors of the house made from carrots. The witch stamped her foot angrily. You must have tricked me, she said. I don't reward cheating. I don't think so, sighed the voice. It was the woodcutter. He walked back into the clearing, carrying his axe. This little boy won't fire and swear. No hand over Pinocchio, or I will shove your broomstick in a half. The witch looked horrified. She grabbed her broomstick and placed it behind her. Then, huffing, she opened the door of the cage. Prince hurried over and grabbed Pinocchio, checking that his favorite dog was all right. Fortunately, Pinocchio was unharmed. Prince thanked the woodcutter, grabbed a quick souvenir, and hurried to meet Elena. It was starting to get dark. When the prince got to Helena's house, his mother threw her arms around him. It was horrid. I was so horrid, cried Elena. You are very late. As Prince described his day, he could tell that Helena didn't believe him. So he grabbed a knuckling for his pocket. What's that? Asked Elena. Prince unwrapped a doorknob made from cookies. Pudding, she said. Helena almost fell off the chair. The end. Thank you for watching. See you soon.